All right, let's see. Our next proclamation is Archives Month, and this will be presented by our city recorder, Scott.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor and Council. It's good to be with you this evening. I won't say much because I will defer to my colleague at the Historical Society, Greg Heemer, who's here and has a presentation. But on the theme of what Councillor Falconer was just remarking on, it's important work. Archiving the history of our community is important work. And one thing is certainly clear is that there's a lot of history that we don't have and we will never have, but we can go back and collect as much as we can now to document the stories for the folks who were here before 1847, before Lot Whitcomb came to these shores. And we have a lot of work to cut out for us on that front. And I'm very happy that Greg is here with us and our partners at the museum. They appreciate and share that same feeling that we need to capture all those stories of the past, but also the stories that are being told today that maybe aren't caught in the mainstream of what archives usually catch. So it's a lot for us to work on. And with that, I'll turn it over to Greg, and you tell me when you want me to launch the Zoom or the PowerPoint, Greg.
I thank you, guys. Yeah, go ahead and launch it. I just want to say, thank yous are never enough. Our great city staff and our great city councilors. But all I can tell you is that one Saturday I was hanging out and some ducks, little ducks, got caught down the dam. And one of our city councilors risked their life by swimming into the Willamette River to save them so they would not float down. So that is the true dedication that you have. And these poor little ducklings, some of their heads were ducked into the water and you couldn't even see their heads. And so risking your guys' life into the Willamette for those ducks, that's how great of a city council that you truly are. So Mayor, city council, city staff, and fellow residents, Milwaukie Historical Society owners and operators of the world's largest museum dedicated to the history of Milwaukie, Milwaukie Museum, located at 3737 Southeast Adams Street and open on Saturdays 1 to 5 p.m. Celebrate along with our wonderful partners, City of Milwaukie Archival Month. Slide. We have had tremendous success with our performance at the museum this year, bringing in over 200 people, mainly families of all ages, to the museum. Speaking of the performance at the museum, come Saturday at 1 p.m. to see Cantor the Enchanter perform Bubble Magic, followed by They Came Over the Barlow Trail as Linda Carr interviews 4 early white settlers, Henderson Llewellyn, Mary Campbell Llewellyn, and Lot Whitcomb. With the city and Willamette Falls Studios as our partners, this is our continuing Letting Library Lecture Series program. The performances will be on the back lawn, so bring a lawn chair or a blanket. We have been working closely with Clackamas County Heritage Council on special projects as well, and part of that is getting in touch with the Grand Ron so that we can help tell their stories as well. We look forward to the future as the organization grows and residents of Milwaukie celebrate not only the great present of today, but our important history, not only in the state, but the nation. Slide. Our city recorder's office is second to none. Scott, Hannah, and sometimes Dan spend countless hours preserving our city's records based on your decisions. Milwaukie Historical Society strives not only to complement the work of the city recorder's office, but relay stories of people, cultures, businesses, and events that shape Milwaukie, not only from the past, but the present of today. We enjoy our relationship with City Recorder's Office and the ease of working together to share information and provide each other with platforms to distribute the information to our residents. We know today archives are so much more than documents, but the information provided from social media to video recordings to even the written word. Slide. Milwaukie Museum houses the world's largest collection of artifacts, photographs, and documents about Milwaukie, Oregon, although the city may be close. Our collection has countless artifacts related to the past in Milwaukie, and our Claire Cooper Research Library has countless documents and photos of the days gone by. Ardenwald Adventures, an interactive walk around Ardenwald neighborhood, is available on our website. Just like Lots Loop, it features stories at certain stops that you can find by using your mobile device. Slide. Even though Milwaukie Museum is second to none, we have taken great strides to ensure our archives will be viewable and accessible to the public in a comprehensive way. In 2019, we created a collections committee led by Mark Hurlbert, our curator, with Jesse Tremblay and Haley McCoy. They created a new policy for archiving, donating, and preserving our collection into a simpler computerized system where the public will benefit from seeing more of our collection. They will create traveling trunks where artifacts can be displayed at public venues, not only for the residents to enjoy, but also making sure that by leaving the museum, the artifacts will be accounted for and ensured they will be preserved for future generations. We have also created a home history program. For a nominal fee, we will do research on your home, providing you with information of past owners from DLC to current occupants. The document and research provides home occupants the history and real-life connection to their homes and their past. One of you may have received this wonderful document and appreciates the hard work and dedication the information provides. Slide. We are also trying to complete our archives. Milwaukie Museum is still working on our project entitled Milwaukie 2023. Milwaukie 2023 will help us celebrate the 120th anniversary of our city's incorporation. The project's objective is to collect oral histories from the older generations or generational families from the past decades that may have been lost by time. By the time Milwaukee's 120th birthday, Milwaukie 2023 will have captured these stories either written or videoed and will create a presentation as a birthday gift to Milwaukie residents. If you have any suggestions of lifelong residents or residents with an interesting story about Milwaukie, please let us know. Email us at milwaukee2023@gmail.com. Slide. As you can see, our archives mean a lot to preserving our city's history. Milwaukie Museum now has two friends in the archival community at the state. Amy Aschenbrenner, of course, our wonderful city recorder, is now down there. And our new friend, former Governor Roberts, who, of course, built the State Archives building because she walked into a warehouse that was full of wet and nasty paper and could not stand to look at it and have it not be preserved. Whether it is recorded history from our city recorder's office or from Milwaukie Historical Society, preserving these records benefit not only ourselves today, but to future generations of Milwaukie. Now, Mayor Gamba, if you could please read the proclamation.
Whereas preserving the story of a place and the people who dwell there in any given moment is essential to understanding a community and how it came to be. And whereas the story of a community can only be complete when all voices and perspectives are heard and included in the shared history of a place and its people. And whereas civic and community archives seek to collect and preserve the documents, tales, traditions, and voices of those who came before us. And whereas civic and community archives could not exist without the professionals and volunteers who work tirelessly to preserve the voices of the community. And whereas Milwaukee's shared history is carefully preserved by the Milwaukie Historical Society and the Office of the City Recorder, who recommend the proclaiming of Archives Month as a reminder that the events of yesterday and today must be documented to better inspire a more perfect future for all residents of our community, regardless of age, race, gender orientation, income, or beliefs. Now, therefore, I, Mark Gamba, Mayor of the City of Milwaukie, a municipal corporation in the County of Clackamas and State of Oregon, do hereby proclaim the month of October 2021 as Archives Month in the hope that all voices may be appreciated, recorded, and preserved for the betterment of all.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
You're welcome.
And thank you, Greg.
Good job, Greg. Yep. All right, and the last one, I think, is the